What is going on, everyone? Hope you're good. Hope you're well. You know what today is. Today is Saturday, and we have some samples. What's going on? Scent of the day and drink of the day. I had one of these earlier. It's been a really busy day for me. So I had one of these earlier. This was Celsius, acai berry, raspberry, and now, of course, I'm doing the Celsius peach vibe, my personal favorite. Scent of the day, City Rhythm, Manhattan. If y'all haven't checked out Niles's work from City Rhythm, you are seriously missing out, and you really need to do yourselves a favor and check it out. But yeah, my guest today is a really awesome individual. I've known him for quite some time. Daniel, great to see you. Andrew, great to see you. I have a feeling I'm going to be mentioning you in a little bit. And Supply and Demand, I can't highlight your comment anymore, but he has been a big supporter of my channel, a big supporter of my guests. Great to see Brian here. And so I'm not going to waste any time. And if you don't know who my guest is, you could check the description or you could check them on Instagram under the same handle name, but I have them tagged in the description. My guest is my brother from another. Shouts out to Rico. What's going on, bro?
What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm great, bro. How's everything, man? It's been a while. It's been a while.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute. Life is fast and furious sometimes. Just every time I get in the groove or pattern to do it, something pops up and something else becomes
Mhm.
a priority. But little by little, just sampling things here and there. When something really grabs my attention more recently, that's when I really like dig in. So I saw a new collection that was a re-release of a collection recently, and when you hit me up, I
Mm.
was like, "Yo, that works out perfect because I got something to sample for real." So
Nice.
yeah,
Perfect. Perfect. Yeah. So this is just like almost like my feature, almost collab type of series. It'll be like, hey, in case y'all don't know who this person is, check them out. Or maybe if they're a little bit bigger, it kind of allows like some extra like questions and things. So this way we could kind of get to know them. You know, like MTV Cribs, you know how they used to show their refrigerator? Everyone used to do that
yeah.
refrigerator shot and have something different. And it's kind of like that because everybody got different samples. Everyone
Mhm.
has them in different things. Like the first one, the very first episode, Yara, part of the Burrow Nerdy Fragrance Reviews channel, she kept her samples in a condom box. So everyone, or like a wooden box, you know, some sort
Yeah,
of
yeah,
old family memento story. So that's why that's what this kind of is. This is a chance not just for people to figure out like a new channel or new content creators, but then also too just the fact to go ahead and like see what your personal taste are. Get a chance to know you as a person a little bit more, you know? So
yeah. That's dope.
shouts out to Supply and Demand. Great to see you, Rich Mitch, everybody, Mass Man. Y'all make sure y'all check these channels out and check out my shout outs in the description because there's a few other pages. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste any time. I have some samples myself that was sent to me from Brian over at My Two Cents, and
Okay.
I have three of them right here. So we could probably do like, you know, a few like three, four, maybe, or how
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have a discovery set, and then
Uh
we
huh.
could just, you know, chill. So, but you're the guest. You're the guest. This
Yeah, yeah,
this
yeah.
may be my house, but mi casa su casa.
Yeah, I
So
feel it. I feel
I'm
it. I
gonna let
appreciate
you go ahead and kick this off. Tell
it.
me a little bit about this house and everything.
Cool, cool, cool. So Fort&Manle, first and foremost, if you've been collecting or you know a lot about fragrances, you've probably seen it already. A lot of places online you can buy it. But anyway, they had their original collection release a few years ago. I want to say like 5, 6, and they kind of went a new direction. They redesigned the bottles. They went to that collection and removed the ones that were kind of duds, and then replaced them with some new bangers here. So this is a V2 of Fort&Manle collection, and I know my personal experience with them was Amber Absolutely, which I loved. So when I saw the new collection, I was like, let's try it. So the first one I'm gonna pick, and this is really just me putting my hand and grabbing it, is I I want to say it looks like it might be German. I don't know. Is uh Bejonkov. It's spelled BOJNOKOPFF. So just look at it, look that up. And I'm not even really looking at the notes right now. I'm gonna just tell you
Mm-hmm.
right off the just off of smelling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this right here, this is gonna be for oud people for sure.
Mm.
This is for the ouds, like, and when I say ouds, I mean ouds like arejledore ouds, Bortnakal kind of ouds, very
Got you.
very artisanal kind of It's nice though. It has some sweetness to it, but it is heavy. This will absolutely turn off somebody who's like, I'm not into ouds at all.
Nah,
This
I'm good. Stay away from me.
yeah. You don't just pop up with somebody on this. You let them know what you're about to put on them. But
Shouts out
I
to
like it.
AM.
I definitely
Mm.
I definitely like it. Again, I like it, but I recommend it only on the basis of if you already like you know what? Let's see what the notes are exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So it says vanilla, lavender with vanilla that's well mannered, a stroke of fougere in the composition. Okay, oud, vetiver, gaiac wood, cedar wood. So they're
Mm-hmm.
calling it a woody gourmand. With the sweetness I get here, I can see it. So,
Okay.
but it leans it leans oudi to the non-oudi nose. So
Got you.
yeah, I like it though.
Got you. Would you say it'll smell a little bit dank, almost like maybe wearing ranch dressing? Like one person said today. Great to see Jennifer.
This is not the blue cheese oud. I don't
Okay.
feel it's a little dank. It's a little dank, but not like bad
Omega,
dairy
what up?
dank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like it though. It's it's heavy. It's heavy
More
for sure.
oud. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of oud lovers in here. I know
Ah,
some that ain't, but you're a
yeah,
oud lover yourself, aren't you?
I
Or
am. I am.
okay, nice. Favorite oud fragrance that you own?
That I right here. It's one of the first one to grab. This is Oud by
What's up, Brian?
Spirit of Dubai. Is just called Oud. It's from the
Mm,
first collection, and it is in terms of Middle Eastern style oud. Like if you appreciate that, this can damn near be like one of the best ouds I've ever just across the board. Um, Owned, smelled, whatever, fire,
got
next
you.
level stuff. Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Great to see RXL here, Mass Man, everyone like just showing love. Great to see Brian. Like I said, Brian's kind of responsible, at least for my end of this video. Um, so yeah, your first one was that does sound like an interesting one. I mean, I'm not big on oud, but I'm
Yeah.
not afraid to not try it as long as it doesn't have any civet or castoreum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Then
yeah. Oh, yeah. I got something over here too that has that, but it's
okay, cool.
yeah.
So, uh, three of the fragrances that I have, courtesy of Brian, come from this man right here, Andrew Hopkins of Goblin Perfumes. Sorry
Okay.
you got Pepto Bismol as your scent today. That's kind of rough, but
Hey.
you know that I been hearing a lot about this line, and one in particular is well, two of these I definitely have been interested, but the first one is this. It is cocoa lime. I'm gonna go ahead and spray some in my hand because I know for a fact that my hands I just finished washing. There's nothing on them fragrance wise. So and this way I don't like just test on a paper. I feel like I'm spraying hand sanitizer. Um, that is cocoa nut and lime. Wow. That, but it's not so suntan lotiony. Like it's not super rich and cream. You know what I mean? Like I'm not getting Virgin Island water vibes. I'm not even getting City Rhythm Miami, which I know you're
Huh.
familiar with
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
This is a lot more aromatic.
Mm.
Like more on the airier side. Like City Rhythm, that was dense. That was like rum
Very
and
dense,
yang
syrupy
lang, and
almost.
yeah, you
Yes,
could have worn that in the summer. You should wear it in the summer. It's
you
Miami,
should.
but in the
But
winter,
yeah, easy, easy.
um, it's fresh. It has like maybe some sort of cleanness, like maybe lavender and jasmine, maybe
Mm.
white floral. there is like a sense of woods, sandalwood, but it's not super creamy, you know.
Okay.
um Brian, if you're still in the chat, about what would the performance be for something like this that you had? But yeah, cocoa nut, exactly. That's a callback to Joey Cannoli's live stream yesterday. Shouts out to Coco. Shouts out to Mariah, new additions to the show. Shouts out to Making Sense with the creator of Unaverage Patch and number one
Word.
seller.
That's fire.
So but this coconut, lime, beach, fresh. You feel like you're wearing a white tee or white linen shirt, you know, and it's almost like a 90s music video where you're just like this on the beach, maybe trying to serenade somebody, and you know what I
Yeah, yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Boys to
yeah.
men and
Boys to
stuff.
Men in the Desert.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So
Mhm.
I mean it kind of, at least for right now, is jumping off of my skin. It's not like I'd say about right there. I could definitely catch it, and it'll probably with the sillage. Emily, great to see you. Shouts out to Emily, Shelter and Perfume. She's been around a lot on the channel, and I appreciate her.
What up?
And definitely Rico knows who you are too, of course. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah. She
great to
good. She
see
good.
the family together, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah,
and
yeah, man. Awesome vibes. Great person.
yeah,
Great
all
creativity.
all
Perfumes.
around. Everybody here right now, I really appreciate. Shouts out to Raf, my bro, having dinner. Yeah, I'd say that this it in the wind it's crazy. Okay. So I could see that, like, this is something that would, like, when the wind blows or AC, it'll just whoosh, you know, and just really perform really well. Spring and summer, more of course, mostly summer, but anything uplifting would be just great to have. Yeah, Emily, everyone here already loves Emily for sure, and then a lot
For
of
sure.
people are coming in, and yeah, so real well done, well blended. I don't know the pricing on these. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know much except for the fact that Andrew is the perfumer, and these have actually been getting some pretty positive well reception, especially the next one that I'm gonna talk about. But it's not my time right now. It's back to you.
Yes. So let me see. I wanna have it. So this one right here, um, what is it called? Harem Rose. Harem Rose, and
You know how I feel about Rose.
bro, this is, let's see. Hang on. Oh, oh, wow. This is a really good rose. This is okay. So you know what the thing is? I'm gonna tell you right now. If no matter what the fragrance is, the one thing about Fort and Manly, to my know, their DNA consists of a ambery bed for
Mm-hmm.
almost everything, and you get this really nice, sweet ambery, like something that holds the entire fragrance together, no matter what direction it goes. And this is it here too. This is really nice. Sharp rose, like really, as soon as you get it, it opens up almost like green tart rose. Um, but you have a lot of musk with it. It has this green, kind of clean, rosy, musky feel, but it's
Gotcha.
surrounded by some sweetness. Again, that little ambery. Oh well, yeah. Okay, so the notes are rose, amber, benzoin, vanilla, woods, musk, and vetiver. So yeah, it
Okay.
pretty much what you expect to get there. That Yeah, it's good. It's definitely a nice one. It's definitely a nice one for that that summer linen vibes as well, man. This is yeah, that's nice. They killed it with that. That's a good
Gotcha.
rose. That's a good rose.
I'm gonna have to check that one because you know how I feel about Rose. Zahar Rose, that still is
Big
yeah.
time.
Yeah, no, I like rose and oud to a degree. I just don't like heavy oud. I'm more of the rose side of the rose oud combination. I mean, rose is a rose and oud. So
Oh yeah, but that's super oud friendly.
uh-huh. Yeah, that's like I mean, you might as well not even say it's oud, even though there's like
There's
it
oud in
gives it
there.
the
The oud
texture, but
helps put the fragrance together. It never stands
uh-huh.
alone like in an aggressive way.
Exactly, exactly. And so I do like some rose, and I mean, do we even want to consider Montal's Intense Cafe a rose oud? You know?
As a,
So
yeah,
it's just like there's certain ones that do have rose oud type of vibe, but as a whole, not so much. And
yeah,
I don't like heavy, dank, funky stuff. I guess that would be
yeah.
the best way.
Animalic,
Animalics I don't like. Like I'll smell earthy. Give
yeah.
me like earthy patchouli. Give me a little bit of vetiver even, but I'm not gonna sit here and try to smell like I haven't taken a shower in 8 days. Like I don't want to have like, you know,
Got you.
dirt stains. I don't want to feel like I'm Shia LaBeouf from Holes,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
living off of onions or nothing. Have I tried Rose Tobacco from who exactly, Mass Man? Let me know. And same, says Jennifer. Yes, exactly, exactly, Yumi. So yeah, with all of that being said, it's my turn, and I've heard a whole bunch about this one. I'm not gonna spray this one on skin because I already know what the basis is, and you might too once you hear the name. It's Goblin's Humidor. Sorry,
Humidor. Goblin.
Humidors.
So it sounds like there's some tobacco in there.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
there you go. So this is gonna be a tobacco type of fragrance.
Nice.
And I'm interested. I'm all for this one.
Yeah, I love what they could do with tobacco, man. Like, you can have that dry tobacco, that moist tobacco, that burning
taste.
tobacco. Like, man, and I love all iterations of tobaccos, man. I like all of those.
By the way, everyone, if you don't know who Rico is, his link is right here. Y'all make sure y'all check him out and go ahead and subscribe to his YouTube. He's also on Instagram, like I said, under Fraggedout Swaggedout. But definitely go ahead and subscribe to him.
Appreciate that, bro.
I tasted it while spraying it. Like that's
Oh,
how dense it, in a good
oh,
way. But it
yeah, 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 yeah,
you
yeah.
want that with the tobacco fragrance, right? You don't want it to be light and wispy and you know,
No, yeah, you want that density for sure.
you want the density. This has texture to it. It gives me slightly wooden vibes, like it's like in a wooden humidor.
Like it is actual
Where you
humidor.
was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. I don't think most this is unlike any tobacco you've ever smelled, probably. I don't think most perfumers actually smoked pipes before. Oof. Ooh. A little bit of shots fire.
Right.
Yumi loves tobacco. Okay. And Rico and his reviews of Zherzhov's you're the reason why I love Tony Iommi, by the way. I just gotta get that out the way right now.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Which is a fire fragrance, bro.
you and I when you the second you mentioned it on that New Year's collaboration on
Yeah,
Instagram,
yeah, 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 yeah.
I couldn't stop seeing it. And then I had Raph, who was here a few minutes ago, right here having dinner. He he luckily he shot me a sample, but he has both of them. He has the original and the crystal version. And dude, his Zherzhov collection is on point. But this is yeah, you're good. So what I'm gonna say about this is that this is a fragrance that is a little bit lighter than some tobaccos that I've had, and that's usually something slightly a little different just because I'm used to like absolute dense, rich. And this is rich with tobacco, don't get me wrong, but as a whole, this is a fragrance that I could definitely see maybe even being worn in the springtime. I wouldn't mind wearing this. There's like it's amber, you're getting some vanilla. I don't really get too much burning, and maybe that's just because of the paper. Like it's not coming off like I'm smoking tobacco per se. Mm. But it's dense. It's
But
gonna be
is it one that you would even consider putting on like a tobacco list?
Yes. No,
Okay.
this is actual tobacco. This is actual tobacco. I, I'm starting to want to kick tobacco vanilla off, if I'm being honest. You
Oh,
know, but one of my favorites still, which again you've tried, Zaharov's tobacco.
easy,
That's absolute. That's like
easy.
I've tried
Yes.
Aaron Terrence's tobacco. That's a good
Right.
tobacco.
It stays close. It'd be right here.
I'd put this over Aaron Terrence's, but there's something with that
Whoa,
extra
whoa, whoa!
honey in there.
You put it over Aaron Terrence Hughes' tobacco?
Y- You want to know why?
Oh my God! I need to know why. Because
I'm
that's
taking
a fragrance.
they're both pretty good quality.
Uh huh.
Like they're both. This is actually cheaper, so you could be able to like if
Ah,
I'm thinking from a collection standpoint,
sure,
like
sure, sure.
because I know ATH's fragrances are kind of up there in price.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
55 ml right now is going for about $100 because he's having a
Oh,
sale. So, um, but it's not none. The good thing is from tobacco, ATH, tobacco, Zaharov, and this, no three are the same. This is not a wet tobacco, but it's not completely dry. I mean, it's literally like a properly stored cigar. If you know what I mean, like it's not like
yeah.
overtly wet and it's not completely uh dry and just like crackly. So vanilla Habam better than tobacco oud. Yeah, tobacco oud's too smoky. I like tobacco oud from Tom Ford, but that's too smoke. ATH's tobacco is good. I mean, if you got the money, by all means, ball out.
Let
But
me tell you something. Before it became tobacco,
it's
it was
humid.
called chocolate.
Humid.
Oud. Oud. It was called, yeah. It used to be called tobacco, oud, and vanilla. This is the original tobacco.
Mm,
When he still had the little paper handmade labels.
mm.
And this one right here, I
Shouts
don't know
out
if
to
it's
Brody.
changed. I don't know if it's
Mhm.
changed, but it's chocolatey, it's oudy, a nice
Okay.
clean oud. Like this one, whew, it'll always stay on the list. But
I still gotta try that one, Brian. Nigma Poron. Oh, he's talking about Rojas. Never mind.
I got that one.
I thought he was talking about Electimus or however you pronounce the name. I
I
don't know
like
why.
this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so just focus on the actual juice. What about Armor Oud and have you tried that? Armor
Which
Oud's
one?
Oud, Armor Oud's Oud and Tobacco. Yumi's asking.
There is a brand new one that came out, right? They just came out with the new collection. I haven't tried any of theirs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was part of the original collection.
I haven't
Actually,
either.
look, I went to the first I even forget the name, that perfume thing they having from
Sense Explore.
Max Scent Explorer. Scent Explorer. I went to the first Scent Explorer, um, and they had Amarud there, and I had tried a whole bunch of stuff. I can't remember what I tried, but they do
Mm-hmm.
have nice stuff though.
Yeah, no, I'd rock this without a doubt. It's now coming off a little bit more powdery. Uh, not iris powder. Hey, Yellow Sense, what's going on? Great to see you. I see you,
What
literally.
up?
Nah, this has a little bit of spice now. This is perfect for holidays. I'm holidays. Sign me up. That and
So it definitely, so it has the potential to knock something off of a list.
yeah, it
That's
definitely does.
okay.
Also too. I mean, I don't know about tobacco just because I also have like the shave soap. You know, I'm
Yeah,
like I have a whole set going on that
yeah.
it's like I'm good no matter what as long as I have that. But like if I need a 1-2 punch, definitely because tobacco isn't a gourmand, but it has those gourmand elements.
It
Ali.
does. It surely does.
So yeah, definitely 2 down. Your turn.
Okay, bet. All right. So this one right here is called Late Harvest. Late Harvest, and let's see here. Everything's going on skin tonight. Woo! Now, Joe,
Yo.
this is something you're gonna wanna this is something you're gonna want to try.
Mm.
This is something that requires like an on-nose experience. This is now this is rich. This is dense.
Okay.
This is cherry pipe tobacco,
Mm-hmm.
vanilla, cedarwood, rosewood, leather, and rose.
Okay.
This right here, this smells like an actual bag of sweet tobacco.
Ooh. Okay.
This is like,
It's funny. We're both doing tobacco fragrances.
oh man, this
Back to
is this is a really classy gentleman tobacco, man.
nice.
Oh yeah, this is good. This is once again, this is Late Harvest by Fort&Manle, and yeah, it's just sweetness, that a little bit of that woodiness, like it makes you feel like also like you just put all this fresh sweet tobacco inside of a humidor, and that vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
This is good, man. Again, they do whatever fragrance they do, and they add this little kind of ambery base to everything. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this. This is definitely
Mm.
for the kind of fragrances I like. This is like full bottle worthy for sure.
Okay. Okay. And about, do you know the range for cost of these by
Yes,
chance?
I'm sorry. So this one right here is 250 for the 50 mLs. Now I will say this: there are fragrances in the new collection that are retailed at 250 that
Okay.
are right now on sealedessence.com. They have them for 190. It's the same mLs, but it's the older
60.
bottles. So they're getting
Okay.
rid of the old bottles and making space for the new ones. So you can get the exact same fragrance, no sale code, no nothing, 190 right now on Sealed Essence. So and I was looking at that because I was like, man, I do like the new bottles, but I can get more bottles of the old collection right now. And there'll be
Right.
like this limited drop thing. Like they're out, they're gone. Once the old bottle is sold out, they're not coming out anymore.
Once they out, they out.
They
Once
out,
once you
yep.
pop, you don't stop. But nah, that's not bad pricing at all for what you're getting, especially these notes. I'm not gonna lie, you kind of
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, right? And I say this to anybody who knows me, like, listen, I'm not delusional about my infatuation with fragrance, and we put value on the things that we find value in. So, by a rational person's view of things, who is not in love with fragrance, could this be considered too much for 50 ml of anything? Yeah,
right.
I get why. But if you are an enthusiast of fragrance and you have already crossed over into the dark side, where you're like, I can find a reason why this bottle is $500. If you're already in that group of people, then 250 for 50 ml is understandable.
Uh-huh. Got you. Mass Man wants to try charlatan. I don't even know what that is.
Oh, charlatan. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Charlatan.
Yes. And I
I
think
butchered that.
Charlatan is not coming out in the new collection. So if you find the old bottle, you might
Hmm.
want to jump on that now because yeah, they're removing it from the new collection.
Got you. Okay. Well, there you have it. The more you know. So yeah, the more you know. Have like a shooting star or something. This next
Yeah.
one, this next one, I'm honestly I don't know much about in comparison to the other two, but I've I saw I
Let's
saw
get our words.
Brian.
Let's get our words.
Yeah, right. That second energy drink just kicked in. That's what it was.
I feel
But
you.
I saw Brian talking about this because he did a house overview, so that's how I found out about Goblin perfumes as a whole. But uh, it's I know apparently this is supposed to be a pineapple fragrance,
Okay.
which you mentioned pineapple. What's the first thing that comes to mind?
Mm-hmm. You
Hmm.
know, for forever, I don't even like repeating it for that reason. I'm like, yo, can we get you know there's other perfumes, right? But yeah, okay. We'll just go ahead and say it for the just in case somebody doesn't. Is Aventus. If you're
Right.
gonna say pineapple, you're gonna say Aventus. That's just where we
E-
are in life. Just
Exactly. I could tell you, number one, this already has some pretty solid performance. Number two, this is thankfully not Aventus. We might actually have our like
original
first
use pineapple.
yeah, our first like actual pineapple type of fragrance. You won't get the pineapple in that one you have. I don't think Brian has the pineapple version. Got you. Okay, so this version doesn't have pineapple, which is why I was saying, oh, good, it's not. That
It's
makes
not a
sense.
vintage. That's why, because there's no pineapple.
There's no pineapple. Okay, that makes more sense. Now I could judge this fragrance for actually on its own. This is fresh.
That's
This
nice.
is like Field of I was about to say Field of Dreams. That's the baseball movie.
That's a movie.
Uh but this is just there's definitely woods and oak moss. I've been getting into oak moss lately because of Guy Guy LaRoche's Horizon and Romance from Ralph Lauren. They have some
Mm.
pretty dominant.
Yeah, that's a throwback. Romance.
Yeah, I
Wow.
I had a sub give me a decant, and then there's a shop, a vintage shop in Canada. If you ever looking for like something discontinued per se, you know what I mean? Like, dang, there's no way I'm gonna get that. Like
Yeah.
my bro Anush, who may or may not be watching, and ShantaePerfumes.com. He's out in Canada, but he ships worldwide. I also made a post about it today on Instagram, but he he's just real supportive of the community, and so he ended up knowing that I liked, and I've dealt with him before and stuff, and he was like, "Oh, you like romance, huh? Okay." And he went ahead and he, no pun intended, showed me some love, if you will.
With the
And
romance.
and
uh, that's nice.
so it's a good thing, but um this is good. This is definitely like a nice woody, fresh. This is the spring. Like this is spring. Um I'd say this is probably the most masculine of the three.
Okay.
Even though it's unisex, this one would definitely lean more towards masculine. Um and so as a whole, really fresh. Basil. Okay. That's why it was coming off kind of grassy. Not I knew it wasn't vetiver, but it was something along those lines. And shouts out to Judd the Stud. Great to see you. So I don't mind this one um at all, but it's
Okay.
not my favorite. I'd say from these three, it would be Humidor, Cocoa Lime. Then I mean, but if he reformulated it, then it's almost disqualified in itself. The one I'm trying right now, but uh Humidor is that's crazy. That's wild. You know? So I don't mind these though. And I put the link a few posts ago. So y'all make sure y'all go ahead and check them out. So uh do you have any more that you wanted to discuss?
Bro, I have the whole discovery set. I can go for
Okay.
as long as you. So it's on you. Whenever you're ready to pull the plug, let me know. But I
Got you.
have I have stuff for this. So if you want,
Hell
I
yeah.
can do another one.
Let's do one more because I have one more that I actually want to talk about
Bet
in
bet
honor
bet.
of a friend of mine and whatnot. So I'll let you go and then
Yeah.
I'll go.
Okay. So hold on. Let me. There we go. This one right here is from the new collection exclusively. So you cannot get this in the old collection at the lower prices. But this one right here is called All the Queen's Men, and I remember this is one of the ones that got my attention from this collection online. So, um, this is one of the reasons I got this collection. Period. And the notes for this, man, it just sounds good. Dried fruit, honey, rum, vanilla, cinnamon, fir balsam, and woods, and it's exactly what you get here, man. This is a very sweet, syrupy, sweet, boozy fragrance. Um, Gourmand leaning, but the rum definitely has a place here. It's not heavy on the booze though. It's more on all those sweet. ambery kind of leaning facets. Man, this is really good. If you like ambery, if you like sweet, if you appreciate a little bit of booze in there, but enjoy that ambery fragrances, then that's definitely that's one to check out.
Mm. Okay. What's the name of it again, Rico?
This is um all the Queen's Men, and this is again the from the discovery set of Fort&Manle.
Okay. So there you have it. Yellow Sense. Yeah. That I mean I'm
Just
definitely
those notes alone, bro. Like dried
yeah.
fruit, honey, rum, vanilla, cinnamon, fir balsam, and woods. Like that's everything that was just said there. I'm down with.
Absolutely. Nah, that's a sh- there you go. Thank you. Nah, that's a I'm I'm not gonna lie, you're not wrong with your fragrances. I know that and your recommendations. So I'm definitely gonna have to try this one out also. Um dang, that I gotta add that to the list too. Y'all are killing me these days on these fragrances
Bro,
between
isn't it?
you.
I've said it so many times before. Like it never stops.
No, it doesn't.
It never stops, and even when you think you're close to it stopping, even when you're like, okay, I, you know what a full collection looks like when you look at it and you're like, I'm good, and then all
hmm
you do is look at Instagram, check out somebody's YouTube. You're like, oh, I didn't hear about that one.
Right.
Maybe one more. So
No mas, you know.
yeah, it never stops.
Nah, it definitely doesn't. And speaking of never stopping, my final fragrance that I want to cover today is a fragrance that is actually basically about to be released, if not already released on Wednesday. It's there, so definitely make sure that y'all stay in the know. But it's it's a really really passionate collection. Y'all want fragrances that tell a story. This fragrance definitely absolutely tells a story. And it's from a YouTuber named You Smells Good, Eugene. And the dude has a whole collection coming out, but this was the very first one. He's doing it one by one. He's not just like,
Yeah,
like
that's smart.
going
That's
ahead and
definitely smart.
dropping. Um so at the end of the day, definitely this, and I've kind of tried this. This is more so my way of doing my version because we talked about it on Joey's channel earlier this week. This one is called. Let me go ahead and take my glasses off because and also flip it upside down. It is La Douleur Exquise, which is basically the exquisite pain in French.
Not doing it. Okay. Yeah.
So honestly, Rico, this is something you would probably like.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you would. I like it, so I know you would like it, especially like when I rattle off some of the stuff that I'm getting
Yeah.
in it. Um, it starts off with this very like rich ish rose and woods, wood and rose, but also there is a bit of leather and incense, and there's also a bit of cardamom in the mix. And this is
That sounds like man fragrance, bro.
and then there's just a bit just of like castoreum in the
Oh.
mix.
Oh.
And it's not overly fun. I just said I don't do castoreum, I don't do civet. But if it's done where it blends in and makes the leather and the woods and the rose much more prominent. Melissa, great to see you. Um, you know, and picture it like you are writing a memoir of your life, right? And you're in a dark room, you know, you are in a dark room maybe not like this, but something like this. You're in a dark room and you're there with your book and pen and you're just writing just the good times. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times, you know? And
It sounds kind of gothy, bro.
it's a little bit, but it's not overly because it's not
Okay.
super smoky. Like it puts the emphasis on the rose, wood, leathers, and the animalic, the castoreum. I get even a little bit of like iris in here for like a slightly powdery texture in the background. But you're there just writing. And I'm not gonna lie, this fragrance will trigger some emotions, good and bad. Like you,
That is interesting.
it,
This
it'll do this to you for sure. You know.
okay.
Um, and the person behind this perfect because Eugene's a YouTuber. He's knows a lot about fragrances. He's tried a lot of fragrances. He is not the nose. The nose behind this is a one Antoine Lee.
Antoine Lee.
Antoine Lee, Versace Crystal Noir, Ralph Lauren Romance. Uh Two heavy hitters. So you got one men's release, one women's release who's pretty well known and just has an overall like very reputable uh reputation for doing
Now,
everything.
does he have like a DNA in his fragrances, or is he just making original fragrances every time?
Antoine Lee kind of has a signature. I'm not too familiar with Antoine Lee.
Okay, all right.
To be fair, I know of Romance now, and I know Antoine Lee is dreamy, says Emily. I know of Romance now. Also great to see Chris. I didn't forget about you. Shouts out to Chris. And then there is a little bit of just animalics that he likes to incorporate, like musky type of vibe. And so it was like just he's very balanced. You know, he makes sure that everything is complete. It doesn't like top note heavy or bottom. He always makes sure that he just has everything balanced. Um, yeah, yellow sense. This has a little bit of animalic oods, but as a whole, it's something for everyone. People compare this to Portrait of a Lady. It is not Portrait of a Lady.
But that,
It is
but to get recommend or put in that same circle of fragrances is already a good sign.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. It's just it's almost like the Aventus with the pineapple thing that we
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah,
why I set it up that way because it's like, oh, fresh rose powdery portrait of a lady.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know, and it's like no,
Done
it's
deal. Review
you
over.
know, but as a whole it's definitely oh, Melissa just subscribed to Rico. Shout outs.
I
Thank
just
you.
saw that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, we're definitely, Melissa's definitely family, part of the cannoli mafia and everybody else and my family. And definitely we, you know, each one teach one, reach one, however the saying goes. But I just want to give a personal shout out to I've known Eugene for quite some time. I've been watching his videos. He's very particular and meticulous he's so meticulous that he's even meticulous about the magnetic caps on all bottles. So his fragrance, like legitimately, is like on with its magnet cap. It's not just some like 10-cent magnet. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying?
But I'm the same way, so I appreciate that as well.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So he's very detail precise. I went ahead and there is the Instagram page to the actual fragrance and just stay in the know. Stay in the this is the shirt. It's just some merch that he had
Hmm.
and this is the logo basically. Shouts out to Jason. Great to see Jason made it. Favorite fragrance show of the week. I appreciate that, Jason. That means so much to me. Cheers. Um, nah, I definitely think this is something that you would enjoy. So I'm
Hey,
gonna
and
make
shout out to Andrew Hopkins for just subscribing
mhm,
as well.
definitely shout outs to Andrew. I appreciate you of Goblin Perfumes. I had mentioned him and basically covered a lot of his fragrances earlier.
Hmm.
And I mean, that's what the community is about, right? New fragrances, trying things, maybe being like, hey, I don't know that. Can I try it? And vice versa. Or,
Yeah,
hey. So that's just kind of how it is, and that's where it should be. So great to see everyone though. And
and
y'all need
Emily,
to
Emily.
be in the loop. Yeah, absolutely, Emily. I mean, Emily was on my 24-hour live stream. And so that
Emily just subscribed, show me love on the YouTube side. I've we've been in contact since Instagram, so this is just another way to
mhm.
jump in with people too.
So I will smell humidor one more time. I also want to say hi to the amazing, lovely Yara, one half of the Burrow Nerdy Fragrance Reviews with her significant other, her amazing wife Hills. They are funny, they're hilarious, great people. I got a chance to meet them. They came up to New York. Um, no, not that one. This one. Yeah, this is a little bit more rich and smooth. A little bit more mellow now, like it's almost blended better. Damn, I'm getting a little bit more earthy. It's like there's gotta be like cedarwood in here. It might be both cedar and sandal. Cardamom, powdery, peppery. This is goblin, less abstrace, and one more time for the people who are just showing up like Yara Rico. What
Yep,
was yours?
I did Rose Harem, the what is it? Late Harvest, Late Harvest, and then the name that Bojnokop, which is
Hmm.
spelled Bojnokopff. It looks like somebody was just typing stuff randomly, and that's what came out.
Got you.
But I will say this: um, Fort&Manle, this collection, fire, 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 and unlike the first time they came out with the original collection, I really can't say anything bad about any of these fragrances. Like they're all really good. Even the ones that go in direction that I regularly don't go, with
Right.
with green and citruses heavy on that side, they still
Okay.
blend it so well with ambers that this is a really good collection.
Definitely. Definitely. Great stuff. I mean, thank you for putting that on my radar. For anyone who is watching this on the replay, thank you for putting it on their radar too. And
Yep.
I mean, just as a whole, I appreciate you, and I'm definitely going to look to have you on more often. Maybe something else next time. Who knows? Maybe the same thing again. We might get into some new stuff. Stay tuned. That's a little bit of foreshadowing already.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, man. Like I said, we've known each other from the Instagram. Moved over to this
mhm,
side. I used to watch your stuff back in the day, and then
I
later
appreciate
realized that you were the same that I used to watch back in the day. So
you.
yeah,
Right.
man. It's always cool to collab, and when it comes to talking fragrance, between MMA and
Hmm.
fragrance, you can keep me, involved all the time. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I love talking about fragrance, and whether it's talking about these new things or even the OG stuff that's
Yeah.
that's still ringing bells out here. I'm all about that as well, B. So
A- a-
you got
Absolutely. And it's great to see Latanya in here, and
yes.
shouts out to Latanya and shouts out to 8 sprays of New York Night from Bond number 9 and 4 sprays of Accident a la Vanille ready to go out now. I'm sure you
Yo,
are.
I hope everybody got our mask. That is
Right,
a
exactly.
that is a scent bubble. Who wherever
But
you're going tonight, they already smelling you there.
I mean, the only other thing that I know that's actually potent, and this is where I'm gonna do my final plug. Y'all make sure that y'all check out makingsense.net. He has a Memorial Day sale right now. Labor Day 15 gets you 15% off any 2 bottles,
Take that
any
money.
size or more.
Take
And
that money.
Labor Day 20 will get you 20% off of anything over $100. So have you tried this yet? Unaverage Patch, his number one seller. If not, now's definitely the time. So y'all make sure that y'all check out that sale. But I appreciate Andrew for being here in the middle of this of Goblin Perfumes. Shouts out to Eugene. Shouts out to Rico. I appreciate everyone in the chat. Emily, supply and demand was the supply and demand actually. I think the second I posted that I was having you on, he like which was like 1 a.m. or something, like somewhere really like by the time I woke up, he was like, "Yo, I'm ready for this. I hit the bell and everything. Let's go.
Let's
I'm
go.
here for it." Anoush, and remember how I was telling you about Anoush? This is Anoush. Shouts out to Anoush. Thank you for the romance. Not Lady Gaga, the good romance, not the bad romance. And
The bad romance.
I appreciate you, but like I said, I appreciate Rico. Excellent stream, my man. Above average Joe, always putting out great content. I try to give y'all what I can while I can. David, I see you too. Counting cigars. I'm smelling like humidor. Can't hang around. That's okay because the show's about to be over.
We are
But
done.
I appreciate you for stopping by, always showing support, wearing some Phantom and Wrights. Oh, the bacon fragrance. It's a whole fragrance, but Wright is number 100 is a bacon company, like bacon, like actual pork bacon.
Yeah.
And so um it's apparently it smells like maybe bacon on the grill, but not like actual residue bacon. It's a
Okay.
weird texture. So it, it's definitely good. And but it's also sold out. So you got like
People,
a
yes,
special item.
hey,
Hey, you know,
whatever works, work. Put on what you like. Just know that people around you may not like it, but put on what you like.
right, exactly. Wear what you like, rock what you like, and definitely no matter what you end up do. Oh, yours smelling great with Allure Om. Shouts out. Uh, whatever you're wearing, just make sure you enjoy it. And I will be in contact with you all sometime next week. Y'all make sure y'all check out Joey Cannoli Raw. Y'all make sure y'all check out Strawberry Shorty Cake. Y'all make sure y'all check out Fraggedout Swaggedout. Y'all make sure y'all check out Melissa. Anyone who's going live, support these content creators. Support them on Instagram too, because there are a bunch of good people on Instagram who aren't even on these YouTube lives
Yeah.
that need some recognition too. Uh, like Yellow Sense, like Brian, like Yumi. Mass Man does both. Also, y'all make sure y'all check him out. And like I said, also too, check out Enchante Perfumes. Okay, I'm done plugging everybody. I love you all. And I could do the Puerto Rican goodbye and be here another 30 minutes. I can't do that though. I gotta go get my sister. So have you tried any of these? Let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you all next week. Y'all take care.
Peace.
Later.
Later, bro.